Welcome to The Peak, where becoming your best self is our goal. I'm Ashley Russo, and on this week's episode, a chamber event that brings the community together. Places to get in shape in a unique way, and how St. Luke's diagnosed a young patient before he was even born. All that and more coming up on The Peak. We live in a multicultural world, and most of us are yearning for education on how to understand our neighbors in a more meaningful way. See how the Chamber's DEI event encourages important conversations.
The DEI Summit creates awareness because it's able to bring so many people together.
It's really important because it gives the community an opportunity, smaller businesses, nonprofits, an opportunity to learn about diversity, equity, and inclusion, and why it's important, and how they can start doing things a little bit differently.
The Chamber's mission within the Lehigh Valley is to improve the quality and life of everybody in the Lehigh Valley. And when we look at the Lehigh Valley, it is a diverse community, and so therefore we should be representing that diverse community in all aspects.
It's important to us that everybody has a seat around the table. Everybody participates in the economy and the quality of life.
Even though you may think you know what diversity, equity, inclusion is, and even though you may think that you have potentially non-biased habits, I think it's always good to educate yourself on the best practices, and also to hear from people who may not look like you on items that are affecting them.
Our world is changing, right? It's becoming more diverse. The ability to learn about that and ways in which to have communications and have productive conversations with people and not come from a place of being defensive or anything like that is important.
Most of the years that we've done it, we've really been inclusive in terms of the different topics, so making sure that we're really hitting on a woman's topics, of color topic, LGBTQ, and making sure that they're also all heard.
The first step is listening and finding out what the needs are.
But also being allies and advocates. I think it's important to not just go to educational things and you take all this information back, but how are you implementing it? What's the next step?
It's good to talk about these issues, especially as it relates to running your business.
My job is to get people together, and I love that. Getting people in a room and seeing where the strengths of people lie and kind of elevating them. So this is the second event that we've done in person, and we didn't really know what to expect. We knew what we had last year. So to see that we've very much exceeded last year's number and still had a waiting list is a testament to what is needed here in the Lehigh Valley. So it feels good to be able to bring leaders in the DEI space to our chamber members and connect them.
It's a humbling experience. I appreciate the opportunity to be part of the conversation.
For me, it feels great to be part of this initiative to help drive equity and inclusion in not only the chamber but the community. I think it's very important. I mean, myself, I'm obviously diverse, and my family moved here from another country. So fortunately in the Lehigh Valley, we're very diverse.
In leading this initiative, I think that everyone's a leader. We can't do things without our volunteers who are leading this. We can't do things without these organizations and these companies that are supporting us. So it's really a group effort between not only just the community and the chamber, but also all of these people that are here today. With them coming to this event and learning and being able to kind of push their education forward is just a small impact in making our community grow.
That's really an event worth attending. Be sure to put it in your calendar for next year. Now let's kick it into gear with Holly as she explores fun places to stay fit.
Each week, adults need at least 150 minutes of physical activity and 2 days of strength training. That's according to the CDC. So let's get that body moving, and we'll start where the music will move you. Salsa, merengue, and hip hop to a new you. LA Dance Studio in Allentown is open for enrollment. Whether you're looking to take dance lessons for your next wedding or gala, or you're looking to step into the professional world of dance, LA's Dance Studio can take things up a notch. Learn the ins and outs of salsa, merengue, ballet, hip-hop, and more. Offering classes for those of all ages, your first is free. Sounds like a fun way to move your body. Next is for those who want to knock out a workout in a high-intensity setting, with newcomers always welcome. Touted as the world's leading authentic heavy bag boxing club, Title Boxing Club in Trexlertown offers a 52-week experience incorporating skill progression techniques and interval training for a true full-body workout in a no-judgments environment. Each authentic heavy bag boxing workout combines the benefits of high-impact training and stress relief while incorporating skills and fun into each class. Title Boxing Club is also an opportunity to join like-minded individuals who share in physical and mental progress in a supportive and engaging environment. Whether you're prepping for your first punch or your next match, Title has the facilities to take things to the next level. Title also doubles as a great way to let off a little steam, which, in our opinion, is a great way to go about things. Now let's round things out where the workout is equally as intense. From Easton to Allentown, Coopersburg to Nazareth, CrossFit affiliates dot the valley, creating a supportive atmosphere for folks of any age or level of fitness to pursue their goals with varying and easily modified workouts. CrossFit Lehigh Valley in Allentown is the flagship area affiliate, with a 5,500 square foot state-of-the-art facility fit for its hour-long classes throughout the day that encompass a warm-up, strength, and HIIT training, as well as a cool-down. The Elements program ensures beginners can work out safely, kids can attend their own fitness classes, and open gym occurs on the weekends. There you have it, 3 ways to get moving and feeling good in no time. I'm Holly Harrow with Discover Lehigh Valley, and that was a peek at the valley.
Get in shape while learning a few dance moves? Sign me up. Thanks, Holly. Up next, we dive into the importance of physical therapy with tips from St. Luke's. Stay tuned, you're watching The Peak. Have you ever felt off balance? Our friends at St. Luke's share some physical therapy tips to keep us stabilized. Check it out.
Hi, my name is Kristen. I'm a physical therapist with Physical Therapy at St. Luke's, and I'm here to give you some physical therapy tips. Today we're going to talk about balance. As you know, as we age, our sensory systems have a tendency to decline. Here are some tips if you are feeling dizzy. Just stop what you're doing. Find a stable surface, and even better, if you can find somewhere to sit there. We call this grounding. You want as many points of contact of your body on a stable surface, and you want to fixate your vision on a stable target. You want to let your brain know that you are not moving, even though it's sensing some dizziness. Give yourself a rest, and as you feel the dizziness subside, then you can return to your activity. There are other ways to help reduce your risk for falls if you are feeling off balance. Make sure pathways are clear so that there's nothing to trip over. Make sure that throw rugs or mats in your kitchen or your bathroom are secured. And if you have tile or wood floor, make sure that you're wearing rubber-soled shoes because socks can be really slippery in those situations. And of course, if you feel like you're having trouble with your balance, you can always come visit us at Physical Therapy at St. Luke's so we can do a quick balance assessment. We can screen your vestibular system, and we can maybe help teach you how to use an assistive device appropriately if that's what you need. Thank you for joining us. This was Physical Therapy Tips with Physical Therapy at St. Luke's. Stay safe.
I feel more stable already. Thank you, St. Luke's. Next, Sarah shows us how conservation is in the heart of the Lehigh Valley Zoo. And I heard she crashed a birthday party for a furry friend. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Sarah Viteri, and this is Voices of the Valley. Today, we're taking a walk on the wild side. Follow me as I explore the Lehigh Valley Zoo. Hi, Amanda. How are you? Hi, good. How are you? Good. Thank you so much for having us here at the zoo today. I'm super excited. Just driving up here, it was so stunning to see. We passed through the Trexler Nature Preserve. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Trexler Nature Preserve is kind of like a hidden jewel here in the Lehigh Valley. There's over 100 acres of wildlife, trails, just great opportunities for the outdoor enthusiasts as well as families here in the Lehigh Valley.
Right before even getting to the zoo, you already have a whole nature exploration.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I know this is Lehigh Valley's family favorite spot, and the zoo's history extends for over a century. Can you tell us how the zoo got its start?
General Harry Trexler started the nature preserve. He was a conservationist, so he saw bison and other native animals. Their populations were dwindling in the western part of the country, so he brought them here and started the preserve.
Oh, wow.
In 2004, we took over, so we are a nonprofit entity now, and so we manage the zoo on a day-to-day basis as a nonprofit, doing the very best we can to manage and take care of all the animals here.
That's so beautiful. And I understand that somebody's gonna take me on a little stroll through the zoo.
I think so.
Well, I am ready. Hi, Cher.
Hi.
I'm Sarah. Tell me about some of the exhibitions here.
So we are standing in front of part of our North America section. So
Okay.
the zoo is divided up based on different areas of the world for the most part.
Okay. And I see there's like a little party going on there. Tell me about that.
So we are having a birthday party for our bobcat Shishka. She just came out from her overnight folding, so she's starting to explore a little bit. The way that we celebrate the animals' birthdays is through the formative enrichment. So while this looks like, you know, your typical birthday party, this, believe it or not, will also help stimulate some natural behaviors from her.
What this makes me think of is not only do you guys care for the animals on a daily basis, but you also treat them like family.
We do.
Cher, thank you so much for showing me around. And where are we now? I see.
So right now we're in front of one of my favorite habitats here at the zoo. These are our North American river otters. This is Piper and Luwani. We have a male and a female.
There's so many other exhibitions. Tell us what people can look forward to when they come to the zoo.
Sure. So we have a great variety of animals. So some of the favorites just off the top of my head are, of course, the river otter. The wolves are a great one. People love the goats. And then I can't forget everyone's favorite for sure is the giraffe.
Can we go feed the giraffe?
Of course, let's go.
Oh, look at that tongue. Amanda, what an amazing field trip I had here at the zoo today.
I'm so glad.
Thank you. And your staff was so helpful and showed me around, and it's definitely a wonderful and magical place to be.
Thank you so much.
There's so many exhibitions here. Can you tell me about some of the things people can look forward to?
Here we are always working to both upgrade and update all of the habitats for our animals to help improve their welfare. We want to make them as happy and healthy as possible, and so doing lots of updates. Last year we updated our whole African penguin habitat, so that's really kind of brand new this year if folks haven't been to see us in a little while.
And if you've been to Lehigh Valley Zoo, I'm sure you loved coming here, but now you have a new reason to come visit. Please come visit the Lehigh Valley Zoo. Thank you so much, Amanda.
Thank you.
And thank you all for watching. This was Voices of the Valley.
Before he was even born, St. Luke's was able to detect, diagnose, and treat baby Cole. Let's see how they helped him get back up on his feet.
Hi, my name is Brittany Mickey, and my son Cole had clubfoot when he was born. Clubfoot is when they're born and their feet are turned inward, and then they do a series of casts to correct it to turn them facing outward. We first discovered that Cole had clubfoot when I had my 20-week ultrasound. Hearing that, it's definitely very scary because we've never heard of it before. So the doctor just briefly explained it, and then he recommended that we meet with Dr. Grimm pre-birth so that way we could find out all the information and come up with a plan. He was very friendly, very knowledgeable, very empathetic. He told us, how he has kids, so he was very relatable. We were very excited. He said that Cole would walk, run, jump, skip, do everything that kids would do. So after our first meeting with Dr. Grimm, I had no worries the rest of my pregnancy, which was great.
Clubfoot's actually the most common musculoskeletal birth condition that kids are born with, so we do see it quite frequently here at St. Luke's. Cole's journey was a pretty typical one. Usually the babies will come to us sometime in that first month of life, and we'll start the casting protocol at that point. It starts with a cast in a very characteristic position, and then we see the baby back every week and change the position of that cast weekly for the first 5 weeks.
After the 5th cast, his feet were fully corrected and he went into his boots and bar, which is what he's in now. Cole is doing great today. He did all of his milestones when he's supposed to. He's running, he's laughing, he's trying to talk, so he's doing amazing.
Cole's doing great. The last time I saw them in the office, he was walking around and really had no signs that he had ever had anything wrong with his feet, which was fantastic.
Everyone is amazed at Cole's progress. Every week I would actually take a photo and it was awesome. You would see his feet, even from the first week, they started to move, which was amazing. And so every week I would post it on my social media and everyone would be so excited and amazed because not a lot of people have heard of clubfoot. So it was a great way to get the word out and give it some positive reinforcements. So that was great.
We definitely care for the patients. We care for the families as well. For these clubfoot patients specifically, it's nice because they come in weekly, so they get to know myself, they get to know the staff. The most rewarding part of being able to help children is having that post-op visit where we're finally done with everything and we can kind of send them on their way. We know we're seeing a problem, we're treating it, and then we're making a difference in their lives.
All of the doctors that I have dealt with are so empathetic, so knowledgeable and friendly, and they really do care for you. And it's so reassuring to have a plan put in place pre-birth and then be able to put that plan and execute it. I've had great experiences there. I would definitely recommend St. Luke's to expecting mothers, and I would recommend them.
Joining me today is Dr. Veda Sharma, a pediatrician at St. Luke's. Thanks for being here, Dr. Sharma.
Thanks for having me.
So what inspired you to want to work with young children and families, and what's the most rewarding part of your job as a pediatrician?
I loved kids ever since I was little, and one of the most rewarding parts is watching them grow, being friends with the whole family. And I recently, this is how old I am, just attended a wedding of a little girl I used to be a pediatrician with.
You're kidding. That is amazing. It must be really rewarding to see them go all the way from childhood up into, college, getting married, starting jobs. How exciting.
Yeah, so I love it.
So through that journey as a pediatrician, you take your patients sometimes from birth all the way till driving, college, as you just mentioned, even a wedding. How does it feel to see those patients grow up before your eyes? And what are your primary concerns as a pediatrician as they're growing up?
It's mentally tasking when they're little and you're exhausted, no sleep, but you can control their environment. But as they get older and they become teenagers, you can't control the friends that they are or where they go. So a lot of the time they're sad, and teenagers are more reserved and they don't like to tell you. So I always like to have the parents go away and then for us to just talk and find out what's happening. So I always like to make sure that they're feeling okay.
And that focus on mental health is so important. What are some other pieces of advice that you give parents throughout the journey to help keep their kids healthy? There are so many things we worry about.
The screen time is actually a big one, including video games. So I say anything with a screen is considered screen time. So video games, computer, iPads, phone. So I say try to limit that to less than 2 hours a day. And I say, the more time you're on the screen, the more times you're sitting down. The more time you're sitting down, the more likely you are to eat junk food. So I always say, put the screen down and go outside and do something, learn a new skill, even if it's as simple as like gardening or washing the dishes or doing the laundry. Like those are really important life skills.
They're also really important times to have connections with your kids. I've always found that doing chores or being together outside is when you sort of talk and when you learn about what's going on in their world. So that's important too. What about when a parent receives a diagnosis or something concerning, and maybe it's in utero, maybe it's when they're a baby or a toddler or even a young child? What do you tell those families, and how many services are available that you can refer them to right within the St. Luke's network?
So St. Luke's has grown dramatically and drastically over the last just 5 years. So we have pretty much every specialty here. Before the baby's even born, you can go and have a discussion or a consultation with the specialist. And you can even do that with pediatricians if you want to meet them. Like I have a lot of new moms come in and they sit down and they talk to me before the baby's even born just to see if we're a good fit.
Parents have a lot of questions, especially first-time parents. What is your general approach to parents when they come in with that newborn baby and they're going to go on this journey with you? What's your overall advice?
I just tell them to just calm down and not be stressed out. I give lots of hugs.
Well, that's really important, right? For parents to know that you're there for them and that St. Luke's is there for them.
Yeah, so you just try to calm them down and say, oh, like, they're doing a great job. So, I mean, that's all you can do. You just have to be like a nice, happy mom, and then everything will flow from there.
So parenting can be a scary job. And when a mom and parents might receive a diagnosis of her child in utero, something like clubfoot that we saw earlier, what should she know about the care provided and the options at St. Luke's?
So when you have a diagnosis of clubfoot, it could be really scary, but the mom should know she can actually meet with the pediatric orthopedics while she's still pregnant with her baby. And she can get lots and lots of good information, because the treatment for clubfoot, if you do it early, it's the best thing.
That's really nice to know that parents can get that advanced care without having to leave the area or leave the network.
They can get pretty much any service in the Lehigh Valley here now with the St. Luke's Children's Hospital.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Sharma. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
From toddlers to teenagers, our kids are in good hands with St. Luke's. I'm Ashley Russo. Thanks for watching. To learn more about anything from today's show, go to our website at thepeaktv.com. And remember, every day is an opportunity to be your best self. This is The Peak. Get in shape while learning a few dance moves? Sign me up. Thanks, Holly. What? You don't like that? Get in shape while learning dance moves? Sign me up. Okay.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. It's from St. Luke's. Have you ever felt off balance? Portions of this program were paid for by St. Luke's University Health Network. The Peak TV is a production of ASR Media.
Hey, it's Krista. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos.
To see more of the Peak TV, check out our website, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and catch us on WFMZ Channel 69.